So I wanted to make a little video because I have some really exciting news, and I really just want to document this whole journey as much as I can so that I always can look back and remember. I'm always so jealous of YouTubers who can like go back and just watch everything from their life. Anyway, we just found out that we are pregnant, so it's really exciting. I think I found out February 14th or maybe 13th, around that time frame. So still really fresh, really new. I am almost 5 weeks pregnant now. I think I'll be 5 weeks in 2 days. So I wanted to start by just kind of talking about pregnancy after weight loss and all the kinds of like fears and just reservations that go along with that, and then kind of talk about what symptoms I've been having and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of the times it's just after, whenever people go through a big weight loss, they're either really young and so they're not really thinking about having kids yet. And so a lot of the times I feel like we don't get to see this side of like what happens to women when you've went through a massive weight loss and now all of a sudden you find out you're pregnant, and all the fears of possibly getting that weight back just come trickling back in. It's something I've thought about a lot even before finding out I was pregnant. It's definitely something that I've been afraid of because I just put in so much time and work, and it's such a mental test to go through any kind of weight loss. So it's definitely something that I've thought about. It's also back in August, I had gotten pregnant in August of this year, and we miscarried at like 5-6 weeks, so pretty early on. And so now this pregnancy, I feel like that also is a big factor. Just like I've been a little bit obsessive about like checking and like making sure that it's for real, and always like wondering if I'm just like all of a sudden gonna miscarry. I feel like there's a lot of pregnancy is scary. Having a baby is scary, and so I feel like I just have a lot of fears right now that I kind of wanted to talk about in case anybody else was experiencing that too. In regards to fitness and nutrition, as of right now, I'm not changing really anything. I'm trying to be a little bit more cognitive in the gym, like just like looking at my heart rate, not overdoing it, not pushing myself too hard, which is honestly really hard. The gym is kind of like an outlet for me, so I tend to, I don't know, just really like let myself be free in the gym, and now I have to kind of like think a little bit more, which is a little bit challenging. And also it's just like the gym is kind of competitive, so at least my gym, not all gyms, and so it's kind of hard to realize that it's not really about how good I can perform in a workout anymore. It's more just about like making sure that I'm being responsible and safe. And I don't know if this is just me, but being pregnant makes me treat myself a lot better, which is something that I really wish that I could carry with me just like all the time. Like I don't feel bad for eating more food if I'm hungry. I make sure that I get enough sleep. I'm not pushing myself to a crazy limit in the gym. Like I treat my body really kindly when I'm pregnant, and I really wish that I could do that all the time. But it's nice, honestly, it kind of gives like my own eating disorder a little break almost, finding out I'm pregnant. Like it just, because I know that making sure that I eat enough is important. And so it's interesting to just see how I respond to all of this. Like when I had my daughter, she's now 5, I was just in a completely different place. Like I had never been introduced to fitness. I was in a really bad point in my binge eating disorder. I barely got out of bed. I didn't have a job. I was going to school, and I didn't have any other responsibilities at the time. I was 18 years old. So I would just stay in bed all day long, do nothing but eat, watch Netflix, and schoolwork, which I was going to school online. So it's just, this time is a lot different, and going through it feels a lot different. I feel a lot happier and more myself, which makes it more exciting, but it also makes it just really scary because I'm just like keep getting nervous that it's not gonna last. I don't know. I am kind of, this is my first time that I've been pregnant and been really big into fitness. So if anybody on here has any advice, like just regarding how to continue to do fitness while pregnant, please let me know, because I am taking it one day at a time and just trying to like listen to my body and do what feels right to me. But I don't know exactly where the limit should be, I guess. I'm still trying to figure that out. So, yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Food. I'm still I've been really good about eating healthy, like following true to like, I don't track macros or do anything like that because it becomes really toxic for me. So I just eat intuitively and I try to eat healthy, clean foods. And if I want pizza, I eat pizza. That's basically what my diet is like. So, I've been eating really clean. If anything, I've eaten even cleaner since becoming pregnant, which is, I don't know how it's happened like that, but it just has. I'm gonna try to document, I know this video is kind of like scatterbrained, but I'm gonna try to document a ton of this pregnancy on YouTube and just really use this platform to hopefully help anybody else who's been in my situation, who's like come from an eating disorder and come from weight loss and is now pregnant, or come from miscarriage and is now pregnant, whatever it may be, and just kind of go through this little pregnancy journey together, because I'm nervous and I feel like I could use the support, and hopefully this could help anybody else. So yeah, as far as symptoms go, other thing that I was going to do in this video is kind of talk about symptoms. I've had a couple pretty big symptoms, which are weird. I feel like whenever I was pregnant back in August and I miscarried, I didn't have really any symptoms at this point. But for this pregnancy, I've had quite a few actually. I think the biggest one, right when I found out I was pregnant, pretty immediate, that my boobs felt like heavy. I wouldn't even say that they were hurting, which I know is very typical for early pregnancy, but it really wasn't that they hurt. It was like they felt heavy. And then I noticed that they looked a ton bigger. If anything, I feel like more like my nipples are tender and not like my boobs hurt. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me or everybody else experienced that. So that's been a really big symptom. Another one has been leg cramps, which is something I got when I was pregnant with my daughter. In the very beginning, it almost feels like growing pains, like if I could describe it in any kind of way. And it's not like full-fledged like Charlie horse type cramps. It's literally just like my legs are like achy and it's weird. I don't know. What's another one? In the very beginning of my pregnancy, this is totally TMI, I had really bad diarrhea and had like tummy cramps. Like it honestly got to a point where it was so bad that I thought for sure I was gonna miscarry. Like I was cramping so bad, but I never did actually miscarry. It was just like diarrhea. And I was like, I don't know, I've never experienced that before in any pregnancy, so it was really weird. I've also already kind of had a craving. It's another symptom. I've been really craving like juice, like any kind of like healthy juice, like the naked juices, or I have this little place close to where we live. They do like acai bowls, juices, stuff like that. I've been obsessed with that. Like every day at lunchtime, I get this huge craving for juice. It's super weird. The other two are pretty standard for early pregnancy, just being really tired. I also feel like I'm tired because obviously I can't have energy drinks while pregnant, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm an energy drink fanatic. I love like Celsius, Alani's, Spark, anything like that. Anything to make me, I just love having a drink. I don't know what it is. So I've actually switched recently to sparkling water, which I really didn't think I liked, but I just feel like I needed some sort of carbonation. I'm really not drinking coffee too much right now because, I don't know, it just hasn't sounded good to me. Which obviously, like whatever, I'm not having really any caffeine at all right now, but I know 200 milligrams when you're pregnant, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to go sparkling water because I'm exhausted because I can't have energy drinks. And then just being a little bit more emotional than normal. I'm a pretty emotional person all the time, so I can't tell if that's a pregnancy symptom or just my personality. But I'm gonna say that it's a pregnancy symptom, because why not? You know, when you're pregnant, you can toss anything up to pregnancy. So just like I've been noticing that I'm like every little thing triggers me. Like I was watching this video on TikTok the other night, and it was just like this little like about like a mom with her daughter like watching the phases of life, and all of a sudden I was like bawling my eyes out. So I don't know, I'm pretty emotional, but I don't typically just like start crying randomly from just all these random things. So I've cried a lot in the past 2 weeks. And also, I think I've taken every pregnancy test in the book. I'm going to try, or I'll put a picture right here of like the progression of what my pregnancy tests have looked like over the past 2 weeks. So just for anybody that's curious, when I first found out, I did find out on one of the cheap, like the Amazon little strip tests, and it was not a super dark line. It was super faint, and immediately after I saw that, it just so happened that my best friend was in town, which is crazy because she was also with me when I found out I was pregnant with Holland, who is now 5. And so it just feels really right that she was here when I found out. So me and her immediately went to the store and got like a Clearview, like pregnant, not pregnant test, and then the first response tests. And I think that night I got a positive digital test and a positive first response, like with the 2 lines. So it was pretty clear that I was pregnant. And then from then on, I think I've probably tested every day because I'm crazy. So yeah, it's really exciting news. This video is really all over the place, but I'm going to try to film more about like what my diet's like while pregnant and like what I'm eating while pregnant, things like that. And just bring you guys along on this journey. So if anybody else is really early in their pregnancy, let's talk in the comments and let me know how you guys are feeling. And if you have any of the same symptoms that I've had, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I will be posting soon.